Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here in Boulder Canyon. We are, today, going to try and dig out all of these tree stumps. That is our next big task. So I have got the Place Anywhere mod is now active. So we should, in theory, be able to start actually digging the tree stumps out. So we're going to do that. We're going to go up this end up here, and you can see already, like, it's going to allow me to do things where the tree stumps should be. Now, we know that there is a tree stump there, and if we have a look here, to lower, I just need to right-click. I've got brush strength is down on 0.1, so it shouldn't do it too much, but there we go. We've got two of them right in that little area there. So there's two stumps have already shown up. And I'm hoping that everywhere that we had... Oh, there we go. There should be one turn up everywhere that there was... Ah, there it is. Everywhere there's a brown patch of ground, we should have a bit of a tree stump show up somewhere. There's no guarantee that it's definitely going to turn up. And then once we've done this, we've got to go and, like, re-level the ground. So, like, that one there. Oh, there's two of them there. Right. I'll sort of squash that back down a bit. I want to try and do this without making too much of a mess. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I find all of the tree stumps. And that's the bit that does get a little bit difficult at times. It's like actually making sure that we find all of the tree stumps and don't make too much of a mess of the field, because we get situations like this where we've got several of them in together, and so we may not necessarily uncover everything. I'm hoping we will. Oh, look, there's one's quite a long way down. This, see, over here, like, it seemed a bit odd that we had all of those in that long line, and it didn't really make a lot of sense, but they were all there. So I got to lower that bit down there like that. They were all there. So far, we've already burned through a few thousand of our dollary dues. I don't want to burn through too much of our money. That's the other thing. Right, is there another one here? There isn't. So I just want to get that one there. Have that one back. There's... Oh, there's two there. And... go through this bit. Right, we got two there as well. Is there one up there? There isn't one up there. There's just this one down here. So we got that. We're down to 12,000. I'm going to be a little bit careful doing this. What I really don't want to do is run out of money before we've, like, leveled the ground completely. However, looking at some of this, we may end up having to sort of accept that we're not going to get it all back. But, I mean, look at all of the tree stumps we've uncovered so far. Definitely seems to be worth doing. I don't know if there was another one here somewhere. Doesn't seem to be. No, it was just, like, on the edge of that one. Right, that's okay then. Then we want to have a look here. How many have we got? We got... Oh, no, there's 3 of them have shown up there. Now... see, like, bits like that, yeah, where you're going into the hill, it does make it a lot more difficult to sort of establish exactly where the tree stumps are. Right, there's one there. And there's one up there. Right, that should, I'm hoping, be enough to uncover them. Come over this way. Get that one. It is costing us a lot of money, but, I mean, you'd expect something like this to cost you a lot of money anyway. Right, if you were to do this in real life, this isn't something that would be cheap to go and do, to, like, dig out all of this and then put it right. Regardless of how you did it, whether you hired a machine to go and do this, like if you hired a big old excavator to go and start digging around for them, I mean, you'd know where they were in real life. That would be one bit, is you'd easily be able to establish where they are. But getting them out of the ground... I mean, yes, sometimes stumps are fairly easy to remove, but occasionally you do get tree stumps that are a little bit more stubborn than you expect, and so it makes life a lot more trickier. It's a lot more difficult to actually get all of the tree stumps, just occasionally. I mean, not every time, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this is like an every time thing, but certainly on this map, it does seem to be our main issue is removing the tree stumps properly, because... And I'm not quite sure why it's such an issue, right? It does seem to be a problem. It's definitely causing us some problems here in places. But I'm not quite sure why it's such a problem. You know, we've got... why are we missing quite so many? And I suspect it's because they're sticking up above the trees are too low down below the map. So what we're going to need to do... I may not do this every single time. Because, I mean, this is already costing us a lot of money. Now, I knew that there was a couple there. I just wanted to make sure there weren't any extras. We're going to really struggle to be able to do this in a minute. I got those uncovered. Now, the bit that we're going to struggle with... Oop, that one's... See, like there, that's... a little bit too... I did that too low. So I've got to be careful. I've already burned through several thousand. And, oh. There's the tree stump. It was right there in the middle. And then there's two more. And I've only got $1,000 left. I'm not going to be able to get any more than this. So I'm not even going to be able to get all of these tree stumps. So what I think we will do is if I just uncover these few here, like this, until we have... Right, we've now run out of money. We've run out of money completely on this, so we're going to leave that for a minute. And I'm just going to go to here a second. We're going to put grass on there, growth. That's still quite low, right? That's still too low on that point. So I want the grass to grow. And then I want to... so I can get some more money. Because we haven't actually finished uncovering all the tree stumps. There's still some more over that way. I've got these here. Some of these are uncovered a little bit too much. I was sort of thinking that we would get started on doing the mowing and that. And then we can get our bales done and sold. And maybe that would help us. At the moment, sort of... Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, Tiger. Because of just how rough this ground is here. That's why we're struggling with this. This because of just how rough it all is here. So what I'm going to do is I need to bring that one up like that and then lift it up as high as it will go. And I should... problem. Yeah. It doesn't lift the stump grinder up enough. I can lift it up there, but I can't lift that stump grinder up enough to get on top of some of these. And I still want to be able to cut it. I wonder, actually, I wonder. Let's lower that one down a minute. I'll turn it round and we'll put it on the front, because maybe that will allow us to just lift it high enough. So if I bring you over here, and then I lower you down like that, and unhitch you, then I get the stump grinder on the front of the tractor. Because what that might allow us to do is it might allow us to tilt it back a little bit more. Doesn't appear to. Nope. Right, unfortunately, I actually need to make the ground a little bit shallower or cut the tops off of the logs. And cutting the tops off of the logs, as we all know, is just going to make life a little bit difficult for... well, it's picking up all of the timber afterwards. I then got to go and pick it all up. But I don't think we've got any choice. I think we are just going to have to chop the tops off. Like this. And I might be able to grind it up, I suppose. Now what are you doing? Oh. It's chopping it off. If I put that down there, maybe, just maybe, we can also cut it up using the stump grinder. We'll have to see. We'll have to try and do that. See if we can actually cut it up using the stump grinder. If I can, that would be good, because honestly, I don't think it's worth messing around with it otherwise. So I can bring that in there. And that's... oh, wait. I want to go to that one. There we go. Right, it does actually grind up the bits that we cut off. That's good. I've removed the whole tree stump, and the rest of it has been removed as well on that piece. So I can go on to the next piece. I don't know if we would be able to cope with all of this. Oh, that's not quite high enough. There we go. Right, bring you back. See, it's only just below the level of the ground for a lot of it. So I guess really I only just needed to expose it a little bit. Has that got... yeah, that's taken that one out. Right, we've done two. We've done two. We've got an awful lot of them that we've got to get through, but we have managed to get the first two done. We're making some progress here. And, yeah, the plan is overall... right, that one I'm not going to be able to reach from this side. The plan overall is I want to get started on doing the silage as soon as possible, because I figure if we can get the silage done, that's a little bit more money that we'll be able to bring back, and we'll be able to use that for doing... oop, I didn't mean to do that. We'll be able to use that for doing some more work later on as well. That's up as high as that one is going to go. I need to turn round now. That's what we need to do here. That one down there I'm definitely not going to be able to... I don't think I'm going to be able to get up on top of this one either. Oh, yes I can. If you can just sort of shunt the thing up like that, it will actually work. You can bring the whole thing up like that. But that one down there, I want to get this one here first. So let's get both of these. Lower you down there. There we go. Got that last little bit. That one's out. And bring that up like that. And then... ooh, nice. Right. We got that one up onto there. There. All the way through. Lift that one up out the way again. And then we can go back over here. This bit down here, I think this one is going to have to be cut. But we have already shown that the chainsaw does work. Right, I'm going to bring that one sort of like that. Is it going to do anything? Ooh, yeah, ideal. We've managed to... as long as I can wedge it up on top, then that's good. I'm quite happy with that. I don't mind that, you know, technically we're not supposed to sort of ram things like that, but it still works. And then, yeah, like I've been trying to say, I suppose really I should go round and do the tree stumps with this tractor, because the Deutz tractor is genuinely going to struggle to do this job. So once we've done these tree stumps, then we'll start on the grass. But the reason I was thinking do it the other way round, put this one on the grass and then get the Deutz over here and use that one, is because then we can just leave the grass sort of going automatically. I don't really need to do a great deal with it. I figured that wouldn't be a bad thing. Let's go forward a bit. Go on. I know we can get this one. Eventually, one way or another. Ah, there we go. We got it. We removed it. It's below the ground. This is the bit that's going to be rather tricky, I think, is leveling it all out afterwards. That's the bit that we're going to struggle more with, is getting everything leveled out. Because, honestly, we're a long, you know, it's very uneven. So I think we're going to spend another 20 grand leveling this field out. And that's money that we just don't have. Now, yeah, we're going to get some from doing our silage, but then, you know, that's money that we're losing that we want to use for other things, like buying our combine and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm sort of wondering about the wisdom of this. I'm second-guessing myself now quite rapidly. However, on the other side, you know, if you sort of flip the coin over a little bit and we have a think about this, right, that one is definitely not going to do anything at the moment. But if I take it like this, and turn it over, and I set it down like that, maybe, just maybe, we can do it. Lift this one up like that. Put it over the top. Right, that is working. I just got to lower it down slowly so that I don't actually put any pressure on it. And lower it down like this. There, ideal. Right. So I bring that one over to there, and then I've still got these two over here that we need to do. I really hope that we've got... Well, you know, once we've done the grass down there, I'm hoping that we've got at least enough money to put this right. Because then we're going to need to start ploughing all of this up. And this is going to be a big old field to plough up. Let's have a look at the growth rates. Oops, no. I want to do that. Okay, it has now grown the amount that I wanted it to. So what I'm going to do is you are going to lower down there. I'm going to switch you off. The front weight will stay on for a minute. And I'm going to take you back with me. Go over this. Oop. Yeah, see, putting this all back together again, that's going to be the more difficult bit. I think in the future, because I do want to do it for this bit, and I want to go all the way down through, and I want to do this all the way through where I can. But I do think in the future, I'm not going to do this, because, I mean, look at the holes that we've had to dig in the field in order to be able to dig this out. There's a lot of stuff that we've had to do here that really we shouldn't have had to do. Right, we shouldn't really be having to do this. We've gone over with a stump grinder and it should have cleared it out. It hasn't done, we know that, and so we've got all of this land that we've then got to sort of go over and do things with, and it's not an ideal situation to be in. So, what I'm hoping is, in the future, I will be able to use the... I'll just do it with the map editor. I'll do that sort of off to the side. And then I know that we'll have the stumps below the ground still. But it should, in theory, be something I can run through and remove very, very quickly. I'm going to have to find out how to actually do it. Make sure I can do it properly. But I think I ought to be able to cope with that. I've managed to move around and adjust a few other things in the map editor before now. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do it on here. It's the fact you've got to do it on the saved game. I'm not quite sure how you go about doing that, but there are quite a number of people who really know what they're talking about when it comes to modding and adjusting mods and editing and so on and so forth. So I'm hoping that they will be able to help me out. I can ask them for a little bit of advice. Oh, well, it was already unfolded. I'm hoping I can ask them for a little bit of advice. And I'll be able to go in with the editor and do it like that, and then have that in the save game. So all I got to do is remove the stumps that I don't want in here. Alright, that's the only bit that I'm trying to do, is remove the stumps. Now, it is a little bit slow going up that hill. There's no denying that. However, it should also be noted that going up that hill with the Deutz tractor was incredibly slow. It was a really, really painfully slow operation to get the tractor up that hill with the Deutz. And now, it does still take a little while to go up the hill. You know, it did take a minute just to drag it up there, and it was slow, there's no denying that. But it was nowhere near as slow as what the Deutz was. So, once again, I am pleased with our purchase. I'm really pleased we've got this tractor. I think this tractor is absolutely wonderful. I'm absolutely delighted that we've got it. Oh, we do now need to slow that down to 1x speed. We'll leave it on that. And then we'll come on around this corner. I'm not getting all of the grass. And, you know, this time I'm thinking that I'm not going to worry too much about getting all the grass. I'm going around the edges at the moment, because I intend to do twice around the outside of the field. I'm thinking twice. I'm thinking twice would be about sufficient for this. And then, once I've done twice around the edges, I'll then set the hired help going from that side over there, and it can just sort of carry on and do whatever it's going to do. Around the rock, I'll go back over to that one, and I will do probably 4 times around that one. That should then get everything covered on that one. And I think after that, we'll be ready to... Well, we can just sort of leave it to then go and finish off the job. So bring you over this way. Now we go sailing up through here. We've got this one bale in here, and what I'm thinking is when I get down to the end of the field, if I go and drive out into the middle of our yard, I'll unload that bale, and I'll unload the other bales as well that are sort of stuck into the mower by that point, or stuck in the baler. Actually gonna bring it out like that, and lift the mower. I suppose I should lift the baler. I'm going to lift the baler and turn it off. So I bring it over to here, like this. There, and then I press Y so that it empties out the bales. Like that. And then back onto there. Lower that one down again. And then back into it once more, and away we go. So it should now go round and do that again. Because I'm going to get a little bit more grass coming down this side than I did on the last run. We may end up not being able to get quite round twice. I don't know, we'll see. There's still a fair bit. There's still a fair bit sort of missing on this run down through here. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with that. We'll find out in a minute. And get all the way through here. And all the way along the bottom. That's not going to be any problem. I like this. I like having the 8,000 litre bales. I think those are absolutely fantastic. And also the ability to adjust the size of the bales. That is another thing that I think is absolutely wonderful with this variable bale capacity mod. I think it's a really awesome mod. It's a really handy little thing to have. Let's bring you over there. I missed a little... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about all the bits that we missed. I spent rather a long time doing that the last time round when we were doing all of our mowing. And honestly, I think I sort of overdid it a bit. I think I went and spent a little bit too long worrying about getting every tiny blade of grass when really we just didn't need to. It didn't make that much of a significant difference to it. I think maybe we got one extra bale out of everything all the way round. And honestly, it's not really worth it, is it? So this time round, we will just sort of leave it like this. I'm hoping twice round will be enough. If twice round the entire map is enough, then we can just sort of leave it at that. And then you come up here. I think we are going to be alright for running all the way down to the end on this one. Yeah, go like that. Now, is twice around the edge going to be enough? Is that going to ensure that we get most of the grass cut? I did want to do a couple times around the edge, because otherwise it does tend to leave quite a big chunk. I think twice should be enough, just. I'm hoping. Right, I'll bring you over here. The reason I'm not cutting too much here is because I don't want to remove... I don't want these bales falling off. Not right there. I want them to sort of move over this way. So I'll go like that. And yeah, I know I've still got the baler on the ground. The mower on the ground. Right. Drop you out like that. And then put the baler going again. Now we're going to go over to the stone. And we're going to start picking up all of that. So I want to do one run up through here towards the big stone. And then just start going around the edge of it. And we'll do probably 3... I mean, you look there. It's that, like, some of the steep turns that we got to do around the edge of this stone. It does make it a little bit more difficult for picking everything up and keeping it all tidy. But I figure if we do a couple rounds like this, manually... Yeah, we're leaving bits behind, but it's going to keep it looking reasonably tidy. I'm going to just bring in like that and cut that bit off. There. Maybe we'll do 4 times around. There's one bale complete. Because when we start moving up and down the field again and we come over near the rock, it should, in theory, pick up the rest of the grass that is just lying on the ground. Right, we got some of it just sort of left out on the ground over there. I don't think I'll go any closer to the edge than that. And then I got some little bits that are left behind. I'm going to leave those. I'm going to completely ignore them. And it's this side here that I'm most concerned about, really. I'd like that side there to sort of be out enough that we get left with something that looks a little bit respectable as in regards to a field, because it does make a terrible mess. If you leave too much of the grass behind, it does look a bit messy, and that's generally the bit that I get more concerned about, is that I don't want to be leaving a massive mess behind, like that bit right there. Right, I don't want to leave bits like that. I don't want to leave too much like that. Just there, where I missed that tiny bit. There's another bit up against the rock on the edge of the field, but that I am going to leave. I'm not going to worry about that. And then back up here. And that's about it, I think. I don't think we got anything else we need to worry about on this. I'll sort of bring that in like that. Tidy it a bit. And I don't know what the angle is on there, so I'm just going to sort of bring that one around like that. There. And then there's one more little bit that I want to do. So I want to unload those there, like that. And then put the baler going again. Come into here, and I want to do just a couple of passes along this top end here, because that's the bit that's right next to our farm. I'd like to make that look a little bit respectable. I can't mow anything over that side. There, and then we go back over this way. And then I'll do that once more, going back the other way, and that should be everything done that I need to do. We've got these bales out here, and should hopefully ignore those bales as well. Yeah, I'm turning quite sharp here. Sharper than I should, really. Why have I got a little bit of grass stuck out over there? I've got a bit that I haven't cut right there, but why is there a bit on the road there? Oh, it's picked it up. It has at least picked it up. So we go right over here. I want to go right over to the very edge. Over this side. And there we've got little bits of grass that are left over from last time. Those will be picked up this time round. I'm going to bring you right over here on the very edge, because I'm not quite sure what the angle is that it's going to line up with. So I'm going to do that. There's the angle. That's actually sharper than I thought it would be. It's even left a little bit out over there, which I don't like doing. So I'm going to bring that one there, and then I'm going to go back in here like this. I'm going to press H. It's going to lift. It's going to do that weird lift and lower thing. It's like literally, you move forward an inch, man. You don't need to be doing that. Right? It was literally an inch. You really, really don't need. We've made such a pig's ear of that over there, haven't we? Digging all those out. I'm really hoping that it doesn't cost too much money to go and put that right. It is going to cost some money to put it right. There's no denying that. There's absolutely no denying it's going to cost some money to put it right. At the moment, silage is 193, which is not great, so we're going to have to wait until all the silage is finished. Now, why did you lift up there? It's rather a long way to lift out. However, the tractor is picking the mower up above the grass, so it's not actually cutting the grass out here. It's putting it down again over there, but it's leaving a big chunk, so it's not cutting the big loop like we're so used to it doing. This is a good thing. This is actually a good thing. I mean, yeah, we'll probably go around and we'll tidy that bit up afterwards. But the fact that it's not cutting when it's lifted up is quite surprising as well, because I didn't think that that was actually a thing on any of them. But no, apparently on this tractor, on the case, it isn't quite cutting. I suspect when we get over to where the hills are, then it will actually do that. And from what people have said with testing that they've done, it does generally happen. But yeah, we'll sort of wait and see. Right, the hired help is going to carry on with that one. So while it does that, we're going to go over here to this tractor. We're going to leave the front loader over here. Like that. And then I'm going to take the weight off of the back of this tractor as well. And then we're going to drive over to that stump grinder, and we're going to get that one hooked on. I'll lower you down there. So that one can stay there. We're going to go drive over to the stump grinder. We'll get that one hooked on, so then we can start doing a little bit of work on there. And our tractor over that side, the case, will hopefully continue to do a wonderful, marvelous job doing all of the work that it's got to do over that side. So yeah, I did overdo it a bit uncovering a lot of these tree stumps. Many of them we are actually going to need to cut in half with the chainsaw in order to be able to do this properly. So this will be the last time that I do it like this, I think. It's too costly. This is going to end up costing, like, we used 18,000, didn't we? Oh, 15,000 or whatever it was. Maybe 7, I don't know, lots of money. We used a big old chunk of cash in order to be able to get to this point, and we're going to have to use even more than that to be able to level it back again and make the field anywhere near sort of respectable, which isn't something that I wanted to do, really. Yeah, if I could have helped it, it would have been better if I didn't need to do that. Let's start you up. At least I'm able to use this tractor here. I was wondering whether or not I'd actually be able to use the stump grinder at all. Like, that bit right there. There's a stump there. I don't think I'm even going to be able to get the tractor up to it because I made such a mess of that one. Right, let's yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to that one. I've made such that where I've actually left that one, I'm not going to be. So I'm going to leave that one. We'll come back to that one when we've got the ability to correct it again. Well, when we've got some money, we're going to need a bit of money to be able to do that. Some of these are definitely going to be a struggle, but I'm still hoping that a lot of them we will be able to do. Like that one there, I can do that one without any trouble. Like that. And lower it into there, and then we're done. Right. That's all we got time for anyway. We'll come back to that in our next episode. We've got a few more of these to work our way through, and we will do them. They will be done. We will get through them all, and this one down here has already made a good start on doing the baling and the mowing. I'm hoping that this one will just be able to carry on and do what it's got to do. Although I am seriously tempted to... Well, one... No, I am actually going to go along and we're going to dig out those stumps like we've done with that bit over there. I'm tempted to go and edit it already, but no, I'm not going to. We are going to actually dig those stumps out like we've done. And then for future stumps, after we've done this bit here, I think I will probably just do it using the map editor. I think that would be a better way, because honestly, you wouldn't really spend this much money digging out stumps. So if I go and do this once, it's kind of covered all of the stump removal process that we have to do in the future, like all the extra money that it may end up costing us, that sort of thing. So I sort of think that we've covered all of our bases then. But anyway, that's all I got time for. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.